applies to what?
Apparently it showed up in an internal Janus Core memo along with the term swinging door. I guess as it applies to an internet browser.
The only reference I have to anything like that in my memory banks relates to the concept of networking, or sharing information in an open application, or like when you visit a website.
That sounds like pretty standard stuff. Why make such a point of it? It was used in the context of controlling information.
Control is an ambiguous term. But the only real control that I'm aware of is a set of encrypted safeguards which I wrote for the government.
Who would be in control of those?
The president.
Wow, you sure look nice. Wasn't I picking you up at the...
What are you doing here?
I got tired of waiting.
What are you talking about, waiting? I got 15 more minutes before I'm officially late.
You gonna leave me standing out here?
No, hang on a second. Wow. What's the occasion? You look,
Oh, what?
Stunning. Stunning would be the adjective. What's the big hurry? You can't wait for me to pick you up.
How about some wine before we leave?
Sure. You want me to cancel the reservations, maybe?
Maybe you should.
Hey, are you aware that the president has some form of encrypted controls over the internet? Tony? Seriously, you want to order in? Yeah?
You haven't left yet.
What? What do you call me from the living room?
What are you talking about? Alex, who's that behind you? Alex! What's happening there? NetForce, Netcom emergency protocol 70. Respond immediately to Alex Michael's house. Our commander is down.
Want me to get some coffee?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm okay. The adrenaline's still keeping me up.
This isn't good.
Thanks for hanging in here with me.
Of course. He always wants to be so independent, he'll probably have a fit when he wakes up to find all these women huddled around his bed.
Ain't that the truth? I'm sure he'll be very happy to see the both of you.
Well, Susie, for sure.
He adores her.
Well, I can't fault him for being a bad father. That was never the issue.
I'm crazy about her myself.
The feeling's mutual. She's always talking about you.
Alex?
Yeah.
Shh. Good morning. How are you feeling?
Where am I?
Don't you remember? Sweetie, there are easier ways to break a date.
What are you guys doing here?
Honey, Daddy's awake.
You stuck me in the neck with a needle. Oh, that's sore.
No, I was on the phone.
No, you were in my living room.
That was a paid assassin made up to look like me.
What was it?
A form of curare poison. She wasn't able to get much in your system, but you got enough in hers.
She's dead.
And, Gunny, too.
No.
Daddy? You okay?
Honey.
Daddy?
Yeah. What day is it?
It's Friday, the day I was supposed to get that big scoop on the president's affair, Dollygate.
I've been out for 2 days.
The cafeteria here has really good tuna fish sandwiches.
Well, Mr. Michaels, you're up. You've had some people pretty worried around here. Paged your doctor. Should be here soon. How are you feeling? Your vital signs look good.
I need you to take this out of my arm. I gotta get out of here.
Not so fast, Mr. Michaels. You've been on our critical list for 48 hours now. It's in the tanning salon, you know. You don't just buzz in and buzz out of here.
Excuse me, I'm gonna try and get Susie to school, and eventually somebody's got to go back to work here.
But, Mom, I had the same thing I wore yesterday. I can't go in this.
Honey, let's just go. We'll worry about wardrobe later, okay? Go get your backpack. I'll check in on you later, okay? You don't know how relieved we all are. Tony and I had a chance to talk, and I like her. Take good care of her.
Bye, Daddy. I love you. I'll come see you later.
Morning. Isn't this great?
Good. Well, it's nice to have you back. How you feeling?
Doc, either you take this out of my arm, or I'll take it out myself.
She was a woman named Selkie Farrell, daughter of a known IRA assassin. Her prince and MO make her the Vegas call girl who did Instant Potto. We searched her hotel room, found nothing but a small dog.
She must have really touched a raw nerve with Styles. Certainly didn't waste any time trying to hang my head next to Steve's on his trophy wall.
Are you serious about making that long Chang meeting?
Aren't you curious as to what he wants to talk to us about?
All right, I'm going with you.
I'll call ahead to New York, have them pick you up, and provide escort and backup.
Make sure they feed me a remote. We need to monitor this from here.
Have they caught any of those escapees yet?
No, Fox has got nothing on it.
Well, I'm glad to see that I'm not the only FBI commander who's been unconscious for 2 days.
Netcom car in sight. I got it. Netcom is exiting the vehicle. Keep sharp. Restaurant secure.
Okay, John, you're clear. Send him in.
Okay, Alex, you good to go?
Thanks for coming, Mr. Michaels. Might I interest you in some grilled eel, braised shark's fin soup?
I'm strictly a Cantonese man myself. You know, chow mein, egg roll, spare ribs.
Well, live and learn. The cartilage from shark's fin is used as an alternative for terminal cancer patients. Never realized how progressive a woman my mother was.
Have they discovered a medicinal purpose for sweet and sour sauce yet?
I enjoy a good sense of humor. Unfortunately, I do not possess one. Apologize for the misunderstanding, but I believe I know who is responsible for the hit on Johnny. The recent interruptions of internet service.
Who are we talking about?
Will Stiles, Janus Corporation, approached me for my help.
About what?
Indicated he wanted to gain access to an important Washington building. Needed my men to help pull it off.
What building?
I didn't say. I guess it's government. I, of course, declined involvement.
Did he indicate what the access was for?
Something to do with his new browser.
Zoom in on that couple there. Yeah, then.
Wait a minute. Isn't that the guy from the Westover breakout?
John, we've got a positive ID. It's the guy from Steve's murder.
Hey, stop! Stop that vehicle! The red white truck! Don't let it out of the secure zone!
Right there!
All the recent web crashes? Stiles is responsible for all of them?
This I cannot confirm, but given his penchant for control, I believe it would be a fair assumption.
Alex, we got a breach. We should abandon and abort. All you people should leave.
Excuse me, there seems to be a problem with security outside. Maybe we should all step out until we can determine what it is.
It won't be necessary.
Suit yourself. Let's go. What do you got?
2 suspects in a red white pickup truck.
Hey, we got a hook in them yet?
He's Beau Allen Tyler, ex-Marine, mercenary, soldier of fortune. Was indicted a few years back on conspiracy charges. The case was thrown out. She is Mary Jo Tripp, also a highly decorated ex-Marine. Was married to Carl Starkweather, the guy who was killed in that ATF siege up in Washington State. No stretch at all to connect them to the Westover bunch, who they busted out.
Hey, report just came in that the body of the escapee named LeBeau was found abandoned under a bridge outside Bluemont, Virginia. Gunshot wound to the chest. I got a request out for his DNA and blood type.
Why do I have a feeling it'll match the sample we lifted from the house at Harper's Ferry?
Chang claims that Stiles had Stampado snuffed, which confirms he's definitely after me. Have they sealed off the district?
As per your request, it's being done.
Why?
Chang also said that Stiles approached him with a plan to break into a building in D.C.
For what purpose?
Something to do with his web navigator.
Did Chang say what building?
No, just that it wasn't going to be easy. He was guessing government. Do we have enough to get an E-warrant to enter Stiles' computers?
It's a close call. We've got the Uday Shankar connection, which could tie him to the web crashes and the prison breakout. And then there's the possible Selkie Farrell connection, but that's mainly circumstantial, and your man Chang is in no condition to corroborate.
Let's get going on the warrant. But don't use our lines. Route everything through a third-party server. Use all new encryptions.
Are you sharing everything with us, boss?
Just be careful.
Let me see if I can get a hook in this DC secure zone. See if we can help monitor it. I'll report back.
John? I think maybe it's time to bring Mr. Shankar in for questioning.
Right.
It's an impressive view, all right.
Were you talking to me? I'm all set up. You should come take a look.
You know they got sharpshooters on that roof over there. Probably got crosshairs on your skull right now. So you'll be able to get us in there all right, huh?
Like you were invited dignitaries.
I still don't understand why Stiles wants us in there in the first place.
If we can bypass the internet controls held in the Oval Office, we will be able to download the data from the storage of anybody using our Janus web browser.
What's that mean? We're gonna suck out their computer brains?
Mr. Stiles says whoever controls the